Transport for New South Wales offered me outplacement. Who had ever heard of outplacement? I don't know what it was, but I decided to give it a go. And I was given a consultant to work with, a sort of confidant, somebody you could go and talk to and so on. We'll call her Jane. Why not? Is that right, Jane? I got given this quote. The time is right for looking back over the day, the week, the year, and trying to figure out where we have come from and where we are going to. For sifting through the things we've done and the things we've left undone for a clue to who we are, and for better or worse, who we are becoming. What a fantastic thing. So Jane said, do not take the first job you get. Take this opportunity which is given to so few people to actually take some time out and work out what it is that you want to do with the rest of your life. And if you get the chance, go to your employer and say, you know what, I'd like to take a month off. I want a sabbatical. I want to go and work through what it is I want to do. Out of that, I got a whole bunch of personal insights because I had coffee with everybody. I didn't know what I was meant to be doing. Jane told me about her buckets. And it was very similar to another very senior executive who had gone through the same position as me. And I share it with you. I didn't get Jane's permission because I didn't know she was coming this evening, but I just had a quiet word with her. And it's a modified version anyway. Imagine your life in buckets. Imagine you've got 365 days a year and you can put them, as you like, in these buckets. Now these are my buckets. They're not your buckets. You may have your own. You've got your work bucket, your professional bucket, you've got your philanthropy bucket, you've got your family bucket, and you've got your self bucket. And somebody said to me, a very, very senior person, he said, you know what? He said, I do my life this way, and I do so much on this. He said, I can't tell you that I'm going to be working on a Monday because I might be working on a Sunday. But over the course of the year, it comes to 365 days. But my life looked like this. That's what my life looked like. I didn't even have any other buckets. They were so small. The self bucket was completely empty. It might just well have not been on the picture. I was consumed by work. 6 or 8 weeks after I'd lost my job and I was sitting in bed, I'd taken my wife a cup of tea. Very long suffering. She looked at me in bed and she said, welcome back. I went downstairs to make the tea. Welcome back. And she said, no. She said, I think you're coming back to the man I married 40 years ago. Because I had lost that whole perspective. Lost it completely. There are all kinds of different voices calling you to all different kinds of work. And the problem is to find out which is the voice of God rather than the voice of society or the superego or the self-interest. So I'd worked out that my job was about being a very important person. And that isn't right. And that isn't right. So I did some work with Jane and I reinvented my buckets. And these are my buckets. This is what I do today. I have a really nice balance. I work for people who I respect, who have the same values that I have. I work where I am able to make a difference and add value. And I am very lucky that I don't have to work full time because I'm at that age where I don't need to anymore. I do a whole bunch of work in my profession around the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors, around mentoring and so on. Philanthropy is a bit of a big word, but for me it's efficient altruism. It's actually doing things for other people in an efficient and effective way. And I've seen so much stuff in Africa that's just complete rubbish from the perspective of governance and so on. So I work for a charity. I say I work for them. I pay them for me to be there. I don't know quite how that works. But I've been looking at governance of places in the Pacific Islands and so on. I have a time with my family, my wonderful grandchildren, and most sadly for myself, I'm planning my modern railway.